So guys, we are back on site at Verify Build 002. We are joined by Phil again. We are doing first fix electrics, is that correct? Can you just explain to myself and the viewers exactly what that's kind of involves?
Today will be a day of planning, ripping out all the old accessories, completely strip the house back, and then first fix will be going around each room, planning out best positions for sockets, light switches, pendants, and then just start chasing, boxing, pulling cables.
By the time you're finished, what is kind of the end result there? Because I guess this is in stages.
In stages, right? So this will be, you'll see a box on the wall with a bit of capping and the cable coming out, ready for plaster. Everything will be tailed off, nice and neat, labelled up, ready to go. So once the plaster is finished, we can come back in and we know exactly what's going on and where we're going.
Perfect. Well, we'll let you get on with it.
So downstairs ring for the living room and the dining room has been pulled in, and then there's two double sockets just on the back room. Been chasing down for lighting. We're gonna have two-way light switches as you walk in both doors there. That's ready for downstairs lights to start getting pulled in. And then it's just upstairs then, just at the moment pulling the ring in for the upstairs sockets.
What kind of wires you've been using?
2.5 twin-and-a-half cable for the rings. It's quite a small ring. Could have got away with a radial, but we've decided to put a ring in downstairs just so they've got that extra bit of load.
Different kind of wiring for different areas of the house, or is it all the same wiring?
The sockets will be different to the cable that we use for the lighting, different size cable. The cooker will have a 6mm in because it's a higher load on that inside the island in the kitchen. So yeah, we'll be using 2.5 for the ring, 1 to 1.5mm for the lighting, 6mm for the cooker.
Why is it important to use that different kind of wiring?
It's just what the cable can carry current wise. Couldn't put a 32 amp ring on a 1mm cable because the cable just can't carry that current and it would just burn out. So it just ensures that what we're putting in can take the load. Same up here, so cables have started getting pulled through for the rings. That'll be capped down soon and grommets put into the boxes. 3 sockets in here, 4 in the main room, 2 in the small room, 1 on the landing, and they'll all be off their own individual ring.
Been up in the loft as well, right?
Yeah, so we've had a quick look in the loft before we start pulling down for the upstairs lights.
What are the kind of safety checks that you make?
It's just making sure everyone's aware of somebody's already been in here, there are floorboards up, careful of footings. Because the people who've been working, there's nothing that's going to fall on top of you. There's not nails sticking up on the floor. If there is, take them out. We killed everything before we started. So everything, we came in, ripped everything out. Everything was dead from back to the consumer unit, so we knew that we could just cut everything out. Bonus on something like this, but if we was in a house that was occupied, it's a bit different because they still need the power, lighting and everything while you're rewiring. They still need power and lighting because they're living in the house. It's a bit more difficult. Then you have to make sure you're not cutting through cables that are needed, or you're not going to drill down and hit a cable.
How do you ensure proper routing and organisation of the wires?
Everything's installed in zones, but if you look downstairs, everything's capped in line with the socket, making sure that it's not going diagonal or anything like that. Everything can be clipped along the joists, making sure that it's held up and secure. Make sure that we go through the joist in the correct place and we're not taking chunks of the joist out to weaken the joist.
Do you use anything to kind of keep the wires together or in place?
These will have like a capping over the top of them, 1.5" capping, which will just hold them tight against the wall, which when the plasterer starts will just stop any, like the trowel catching them or anything like that, and it's just easier for everyone else then, so there's not cables flailing around everywhere.